I want to support my community as best as I can and really help the immigrant families that they don't know anything different. They know their culture from back home. They don't know what it's like to raise children in a multicultural home. I was that student. My parents were the immigrants who came here, and I'm the same as their children, and their kids can be somebody. They can do important work. My name is Hamde Daoud, and I am a Community Connections Coordinator for the Burnsville-Eagan-Savage School District in community education. A little bit of the work that I do is really just support families that are really in need of just about anything. Lunch applications, preschool, it could be adult basic education classes, it could be, support with food, shelter, really just about anything under the sun. My parents, they immigrated to the U.S. in 1982. And a year later, I was born. So officially, I am the first U.S. citizen of my entire family. And my dad used to tell me, oh, you should be so proud. And I'm like, well, it's just citizenship. To so many others, it's bigger than that. And so I held myself to a certain standard based off that conversation with my dad. I recently purchased my first home, and I purchased it in Bloomington. I love the neighborhood. My neighbors are amazing. They helped me move stuff in the day I moved in, and so I'm just glad that this could be my first home in Bloomington. Okay, PM. Every month I meet with Somali families and we talk about things that they want to discuss, things that are important to them, whether it's related to the school district or even outside things. Today what we were talking about was starting a mother-daughter brunch with them. They help me bring more ideas to the tables. I feel like I plant the seed and they are the flowers that grow in the garden that I have. That's really how I feel. I know gun violence and mental health and drug addiction has really hit my community really hard in the last few years and really has affected me personally with my own family. And I've learned that the families really need to know. I feel like they don't really understand mental health and how it works, and I brought in resources from outside of our school district. I've talked to Somali police officers from other law enforcement backgrounds, and they've come to speak to the families, and the families really connected in that way. I think the families really took that meeting and they were like, wow, Hamde, we didn't know that our kids were dealing with this, and you have shined a bright light on that. It started when I was a cultural liaison at Hidden Valley Elementary in Savage, and I was just trying to figure out a really nice display to make for Black History Month, and that's when I knew, I'm like, oh, well, February 1st is World Hijab Day, and why not celebrate that? So every year I bring out the heads and I kind of bring different material and different hijabs to kind of signify, that is a part of my culture and my history, and I'm a Black woman, so I wanted to highlight that in the case. And that's super important to me, to make sure that our voices are heard and represented in all aspects. And that's what I tell the kids that I work with every day, no, speak up. I want to hear what you have to say, even if it's bad. I want to hear it. And I'm hoping that by me being in the role that I'm in, that I'm able to influence that student to be something bigger when they're older.